Hello there, welcome back to some more Crystal Projects. Me, Joe. In the last episode, what we did was we went and got some more adventures done inside of our lovely location of the Shodu province, but I'm not done yet, of course. I want to get more gear and more equipment and more weapons and more cool stuff. And in order to do that, I need to be attacking things with a further hitherto unseen by man. Now, there's a crystal down here, and the game is showing that to me. So that means there's definitely something down here that I want to go and get. So I've got an objective. Normally, I'd be farming now to get money. But what better way to farm than to do it while you're also in a place you want to be? That which can't see hunts by listening. Be brave, stand still, and these monsters will not hunt you. The Komori. Convert 40% of physical damage down to temporary max HP, 50% of which decays each turn. Plague spreader. Okay, it's poison. Nothing new there then. Bloodsuck. 600. That's a bit more of a spicy meatball. Yeah, I think it will. Yeah. So, I was kind of half speaking words and not speaking many words, but yeah. Again, this is not ultimately super duper scary. It's just a case of being ready. This time I got through without anyone dying, for example. So it's not the be-all and end-all. As my tinctures go down, I'll just go and replenish them. But yeah, these guys are a little bit harder than the enemies I've just been fighting. Which stands to reason. It's out there. There are ways back around and doing stuff in the city, but I don't really need to go to the city at the minute. They say that if you don't walk, they won't fight you. That which doesn't move doesn't make noise. That which doesn't make noise is not seized by the monsters of the Ender City. They're basically saying this is supposed to be like a stealth mission. You're not supposed to be fighting. Ratatask. Stole a scroll from you. That's cool. I love that for me. And Vermage. Okay, so when you cast magic, the Vermage counters by MP leaking you. And I guess MP leak is you lose MP every time you fight. Which makes sense. Fortunately, I don't care too much about that. To make no sound means to not be seen. Plague bow. Mood. what I think about that. Phoenix juice, ether, potion, elevator part. Oh, so there's more parts than you need. I see. Okay. You now will be judged for donations you have made to struggling locals. You are marvelously generous. Thank you. Generous you may be, but Joey still gets his booty blasted by many things. I got picked off twice, to be honest. Right, okay, now, Fire Seal is going to be very helpful. Let's do this so I know that when I get Meteor, I'm finished. Okay. There's a chest up there. There's a path here. These guys ran from here, so this implies that this is where I want to be going. It seems to be the case. Hello. The Batmen are still quite spooky scary. Oops, right, okay. Only thing to do is go over here. I sell things. Want to buy a drink? Sure. Want to buy a piece of paper? Sure. I'm out of things, thanks to the patronage. Welcome to the Undercity. Not many dare to venture around these parts, but if you are willing to put in the work, your efforts will not be wasted. In the Undercity, 3 Masters reign. Find and defeat them all and come and speak with me. Three Masters reign. Okay. A little bit cryptic, I see. But I think I'm nearing the end of where I can reasonably go here, because the enemies are starting to become a little bit strong for my pitiful human flesh to deal with. Which is unfortunate, but is true. I found this potion pouch I just forgot to get. Okay. Okay. Alright. Curse Giver. On hit, inflict debuff for 4 turns, mute sentence. Immune to silence. So better mind, better attack. My magic will be slower, but I can mute magic users. That seems very helpful. Alright. So, what do I want to do in terms of getting Moulin Rouge? I think what I need to do is head back out of here. And the easiest way now to do that is to go back to the Gaia Shard. There's going to be some new notices, I'm sure. Equipment is now being imported from the eastern Sakura Shudo province. Capital Sakura equipment shops now have these new goods in stock. So, things like this. I can now buy the bandana, for example. I can now buy the cross shield and the Bass cross. And the Cross Guard, sorry. I can now buy the weapons. The Kodachi and the Fanged Knife, which is what I'm looking for. But also I can buy other things. The Great Thresher, Grim Scythe. Which is just really cool. So I want to save up for the Kodachi, which means I need a bit more money. But the point of me coming here was not to look at all the different stuff I can buy, although it is cool. Yeah, I think this is actually better than I gave it credit for. If what I think will happen actually happens. If I've got any spare weapons and stuff. I think, if for example, I give this to you. It says on hit. So there's a couple of choices. Either my magic now actually inflicts poison as well, in which case that's crazy. Or it's only physical stuff, but that's still really good because I can do that on any person with a multi-hit attack. And it will do poison to all of them. Which is like stupid, like, insane. So let's go heal up. And then I want to go to the ice world. I've still not saved the game, you'll notice. Because I'm not going to use the teleporter. Have you heard? Even more adventures get banished lately. They should have just collected crystals like they're supposed to. Yeah, I'd have to wait for 15 to get the ultimate gear. So yeah, I'm going to go to the ice world, because I can get there fairly easily. And just fight the enemies there, walk back, recover, get money back, all that. So we'll just be doing that. Nothing I can do for today. I'm going to continue on. Obviously, this is not going to be the end of the video, but I'm just going to take a break and come back another time because I've got to teach again tonight. But one thing I can definitely do is plant my crops. Sketchy seed in the bottom left. The tear seed in the bottom. Colony seed in the bottom right. Might as well do the tuber seed in the top left. The tuber seed in the top right. Tear seed in the top. See the tear or tear? That's because this counts as overpass. That's why. Hey, back off. So it's off limits now. Haven't you read the bulletin? We're not going to risk letting anyone in. You're not going to risk letting anyone in. You're doing everything for everyone else. Get out of here. Hey, what the hell? Who made you guys in charge who can go over there? Are you stupid or just living under a rock? Read the bulletin. Nobody can go in or else we're going to get more stupid laws slammed down on us. That's bullshit. If you're afraid of doing anything, you should think you'll have your fun taken away. That's your own problem. It's not your call to tell anyone else what they can and can't do. Big changes are coming to this world whether you like it or not. Fuck you. Orchard and Little H. What the fuck is that? I'm ready to perish. But I'm not going to die without a fight. Now these guys still red. They're like level 37, which makes me think that I can go here now. No, they're orange. They're not red. So they're not like, oh, you're definitely going to die if you do it. But it's not advised either. It's honestly fair enough. Right. Anyway. Let's go back and rest again. Like the lizards again, but I'm still not sure I'll be able to win. But my level being a lot higher will make it a lot easier just by extension of the fact that I'm higher level. Let's go see about these plants. Look, yes. The weed. Yes, yes. Very good. This thing's not overly strong, it looks like. Secret herb. Look, this one, yes, we fought this before, the Daikhan. We're quite a bit too strong for you. Secret veggie, yep. Let's get this one, whatever this is. This is the red onion. I'm guessing this thing's going to be a little bit more tanky. Just the feeling I get. Yeah. There we go. The onion ghee. Take 30% more fire damage, but a lot more defense, a lot more resistance, a lot more attack, a lot more vitality. I'll take it, and I get 2 of them if I kill this other one, assuming it's a constant drop, which I can probably learn. It drops an onion ghee, but it can also be stolen from. And I can steal, so I might as well try. But yeah, let's rest again and then go back and fight the second one. Because equipment that's good for free, I'll definitely take it. I mean, it's not for free. I'd have to try and not die, but... But it's a good thing. And it's worth like 1000 XP each. So we'll be able to get fairly good levels from it. Although Tio's the only one who's actually going to be leveling up. But that's fine. Hello. I fight you again. Yay, killing you quickly like that. That's going to be better. So, most of us leveled up. We got another Onion Gi. So Tio can have that, because it's going to be better than a Power Vest as well, by quite some margin. It means we get owned by fire. But it's worth a fair bit of resistance anyway. So 30% more fire damage, sure, it's bad. But, I mean, outside of the volcano where we're going to go next, there's not really that much in the way of fire stuff that's going to be super duper painful for me. And I think having the extra stats is ultimately still going to be more useful since I got the GOT. And there's bound to be areas and things that I can do now that I have GOAT that I couldn't do before. And the first thing I want to do is explore the sewers a bit more, because I'm sure that there must be bits of the sewers I haven't actually explored all the way. And I'd like to do that. So let's go there. I mean, all the enemies there are going to be super duper weak, meaning I can just kill them. But I would like to at least check out what the situation is with them. Also, there's bound to be other class people that I can speak to that I haven't spoken to. Where is this thing? I thought it was on this level, but is it not on this level? It might be over here. Hast thee seen my own love Brunthilda? Ugh, what's the point anymore? The Grandmaster probably banished her for no reason, just like banished everyone else. Yeah, probably. Right. Let's fight. Okay, so I learned a lucky dice. Also, I should give the thief gloves to... If I'm going to continue to try to steal, I should give myself a good chance of stealing. So I should get rid of this and give myself a better chance to steal. Because I would like that. Is there anything else that gives me even better? No, this is even better. So I'll do that for now. As I'm just walking through anyway. Right. So I learnt Lucky Dice. What does Lucky Dice do? Lucky Dice does 100% variance based on your luck, but it ignores resistance. So it can do nothing. It can do a lot of things, but it may well do nothing. So there's this path up the north here that I haven't fully explored. There's this bit here which I haven't fully explored. So I think I would like to explore it in some capacity. I mean, having this dinosaur friend, it makes my life a lot easier. Psst, interested in some product? Yes. So there are things that I can get that I haven't picked up. I mean, I'll buy the dusts, of course. I think these are things that I was able to find in chests somewhere that I haven't found. And so the game's like, oh, well, you can buy these if you want because you haven't bought them before. I mean, they tend to be more expensive than otherwise, but... I think that's fine. Thank you. Right, let's go back down. Because I've got bits I need to explore. I'm not sure how to explore them yet, but I want to try. Like this bit. Doesn't look like there's anything there. Or at least nothing that I can get to. I'd need like a salmon or something. I don't... Well, I mean, I might be able to take the salmon ride. These guys obviously aren't worth worrying about. There's really nothing to them. They still give me job points though, so that it's still worth it in that regard. Now, can I zoom in? No. I'm not sure what this bit's about or how I get there. But I will try. I mean, there's also this bit, which looks like it carries on either above or below. Which is interesting. This area is not that big. So maybe there isn't anything here, but I just want to feel like there might be. Like, this is interesting. This whole bit. What is over here? This is the... Yeah, this is the other side of the blood area, right? Well, this is where I go to the blood... Like, this should be the... Where's the blood slop room? It's somewhere else. You got a Crag Demon Horn? No, I haven't got a Crag Demon Horn because the Crag Demon owned me. This is where the blood slop was. Or was around here somewhere. Oh, what? This goes down further. I didn't know this. Did I misunderstand something? Yeah, this is the blood slop room. Which in turn goes out there. But there's also this, which I probably couldn't get to at the time. Which I'll take. Okay, so there's this. Which is a bit of the map I hadn't been to. Which goes down more. This is new and interesting. The Capital Jail. Okay. The South Wing key. I've unlocked with the South Wing key. I need the West Wing key. Or the North Wing key. Or the Dark Wing key. And the East Wing key. Okay, so this is just like a whole dungeon. But there's bound to just be stuff in here. But of course, I imagine I could have got this ages ago. So there's bound to be old enemies and crap that are no good to me here, but I can just kill them. The Floating Soul. They're a little bit stronger than normal, but it's still no match for me. But then I wouldn't expect you to be a match for me right now, because I'm of course very strong compared to you. Zombie. I thought it was odd when there was loads of enemy entries that I hadn't seen. I was like, what's that about? It's just a path that without the Ibeck you wouldn't be able to get through. That's a cell key locked door. That has a red chest in it, which is not going to be of any use to me whatsoever, but I want to get to it. So I like how there's like weird dubstep, drum and bass going on right now. Why? Who knows? Does it matter? Ours is not to ask why. That looks like there's a way in from the right hand side somehow. No. There's the East Wing key, so I can get everywhere now. But is this something I can get into? I think it probably is if I go through the... I need the cell key, which might be from somewhere else even. Because the cell key looks like it goes through there, which lets me get to there. So that seems like the way forward. Alright, so if I go to the other ones then. Go to the West Wing. Start rummaging through here. Here's the cell key door. There's the battle helm, which is going to be way worse than anything else I've got. But at least it's a bit of gear that I can say I've got now. There's the cell key that I could use. Or I can go to the East Wing and try and get another cell key from somewhere else. There's so many different choices. Okay, that's like drunken or sunk. Let's open this one, because I think this will just be another one. Yeah. That's a silver ore. This will help me get towards golden gear. Even though golden gear might be worse than what I could actually get now. Hello. Sting jelly. Well, I'll wait for you to see if you've got something I want. I'll poison him, but I'll just wait. What? I thought you were going to do a move. You're not going to do a move now. I'm just going to wait. I guess because you're not alone. I mean, because you are alone now, you changed what you're going to do. Meaning whatever you were going to do was only something that could be done to your ally. Could that be? Just to farm LP. Because the fact that every enemy gives you base LP is kind of stupid, right? Why do they do that? I'm going to fight them all. And they are giving me money, even if it's very small. And tinctures, now that I think about it. Which is even better. Because I can just farm up tinctures. Now that's interesting. This is too deep. Oh, but I can go through there. Okay. This could have been a great farming spot had I known it existed. Thank you. You can just absolutely blitz through things with this thing. Right, so. This is death. But this actually does carry on through here. So I can open up whatever this is and get some cell keys. So now I've got plenty of cell key doors. I can actually go through all of them, or at least a lot of them. Alright. So now we can go through these cell doors without feeling too bad about it. And a lot of them might even have, cell key is a thing I can get. The zombies start poisoned, which is an interesting thing. I wonder why. Let's learn a sleep bomb and pocket sand. And I'll head towards Adrenaline and Grudge. I guess it's just like flavour. That's not the wrong one, it's this one. One of these ones is locked. It's this east one, isn't it? Yes. Whee! Right. Open the door, yes. Okay. Iron rod and a cell key. I don't need that, but I can also go and get the battle plate. These are all things that were probably been worse for quite a while, but that's fine. I don't really care about that, I just care about having them. So now we can go west, which should have our actual answer. I'm guessing this isn't optional. Even weak enemies like this can still hurt me pretty bad with magic. Like I said, magic just tends to be the worst thing you can get hit with at any time. Next cell key used. At some point I'm going to not get cell keys back, aren't I? Yes, this is... Now, you have to use the cell keys more and more. That gives me the Darkwing key and a fight. Okay, good. Now I've got the Darkwing key, I can actually go through the Darkwing, I guess. Right, so I'm fairly close to mastering some stuff. I say, not that close, but fairly close. This is empty. This is empty. This is empty besides some silver. This is the jail map. Jailbreaker. Stole your milk. I'm not sure that's a good thing. I'll take it though. A sharp sword, which is about half as strong as my sword, but still a fairly good drop. It would have been nice if I'd had it when it was there. Woven hood. Okay. God zombies are no match for me. Right. Nothing there. Now we're going to the lava world. At least in theory, could be going to lava world. Kind of want to explore the other side first. This is something I think I should be able to make. Yeah. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. I guess the Clintar's making this harder than it should be. A woven shirt, which is, again, fairly decent lightweight armor, but not what I need at this time. This is telling me, no, don't bother going that way, because you can't go that way. Why is there lava here? Who knows? Hello. Somebody get that guy some milk. Right. I don't need to save, because I think whatever's in here should be absolutely annihilated by whatever I'm going to cook up. Especially now that I've got snipe. Yeah, it's a white boss. So the game knows, yeah, this is too easy for you, but there's a crystal here, so I'm going to take it. Yellow. Warden. Still ether. That's fine. I'm not going to treat this with such disrespect. I will actually attack with items. Okay, so currently I am the target, so... That's a nice chunk of damage there. We love that. Bye. I leveled up from that. The wind sickle. Power of the crystal resonates through you. And like the class Reaper. That makes sense. Wow. Right, so, in that case, I know I just learnt Snipe, but I might as well see what the Reaper's all about, because it's a new class. Convert 40% of physical damage dealt into temporary max HP, 50% of which decays each turn. So you get the command Reaping. Your mind is actually pretty good. So you can become a Reaper. You can get the Thresher, which is an okay thing, but I still need a better... You could also use the Temporal Blade. I guess I'll just do what's the best thing we've got. But I do need Threshing because it's a thing that means that we can do more damage, which is what I want. So, what do I need? I need, if I'm going to be a Reaper, I guess it's like attack. So physical lifesteal again, it's probably good. Some defense and resistance for both. Makes my accuracy a lot worse though. What does, I guess I can check what Reaping skills scale with. Do 20% of your HP and damage to do 630 damage based on attack and strength. So really it's just strength that matters. So having a shit ton of strength is probably a good idea. And then lifesteal to keep me alive is also probably a good idea. Now, if I go to Reaper and see what moves you've got, we can do a Reaping Cut for 20% of our HP. We can do a single target. For 30% of our HP, we can do a Armor Down and ignore 50% damage but do less damage. For 15% HP, I can do Frenzy on myself. which gives me 1 AP per turn, plus 1 AP when using a base attack, and plus 1 AP when physically damaged. For this, I can give myself always having bleed on attack. Okay. For 40%, I can do a multi-target weapon skill. For 50%, I can do a single target weapon skill for 848 damage. If it kills, I get 200% of the lifesteal back. For this, I can do a life drink, lifesteal just on a cooldown. A multi-target side skill with some lifesteal. I can give myself expertise to get my abilities to come back quicker. I can do a single target. So it's just really a case of balancing very much so your attacks and your own HP pool. So you're just trying to weigh up how much damage I can realistically do with how much I'm going to die if I try to do it. Which is interesting. Now, I'm not done, of course. This isn't really what I wanted to do, but I wanted to start here. What I want to do is buy a... Well, I guess I'm going to buy a better scythe now, but I was going to buy a better weapon anyway, but I guess a scythe is fine. I still want to buy the bulk walk and the cross guard. And I want to buy the martial vest and the tall hat, because that's also better. But having new classes is always good. Now, armor-wise, that's fine. I need to get a Great Thresher, because it's just a better attacking weapon. It's an extra 45 damage and an extra pierce, and it's just always good. The Crystal Blade is also very strong. But we'll see. Anyway, what I wanted to do originally was go all the way back to the start, like right the way back, and see what's over there now that I can goat.